Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to our channel. On today's video, we are going to talk about the temporary departure travel restrictions imposed by IATF. And on this video, we are going to tackle who are the passengers that are allowed to exit the Philippines during the time of the pandemic. Coming right up.
I'm the madam. Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm the ruler. I'm Addie and I'm the diva.
I'm Mommy Addie and I'm the boss.
And I'm Papa Forrest. I'm the real boss.
We are the Ito Squad. So this is the advisory from the Philippine Bureau of Immigration. Please be guided by the temporary departure travel restrictions issued by the Philippine Bureau of Immigration as of July 21, 2020. In compliance with the directives from Malacanang as recommended by the IATF, only the following shall be allowed to exit the Philippines. Number 1, foreign nationals. Number 2, overseas Filipino workers. Number 3, permanent visa holders. And number 4, students enrolled abroad and participants accepted in exchange visitors program. Please take note of those 4 travelers that are only allowed to exit the Philippines during the time of the pandemic imposed by the Philippine Bureau of Immigration. Essential travel of Filipinos for business and work, medical emergency, and other humanitarian reasons may be allowed, subject to sufficient supporting documents. So if you are not among the 4 passengers that I mentioned, but you have a visa to go abroad with valid reasons or medical emergencies or any humanitarian reasons, and you have supporting documents that you really need to go out of the country, you might be considered to exit the Philippines. Please take note that there are also other protocols, especially when you are going out of the country and transiting to neighboring countries such as Abu Dhabi, China, Dubai, Hong Kong, Qatar, South Korea, Taiwan, and Japan. These countries mentioned now require a negative PCR test. This was their advisory. As of August 25, 2020, the following international destination requires passengers coming from the Philippines to present a COVID-19 RT-PCR Negative-Test Results issued by the government-recognized accredited testing institutions before they are allowed to board the flights. So again, those countries are Abu Dhabi, China, Dubai, Hong Kong, Qatar, South Korea, Taiwan, and Japan. All affected passengers are strongly advised to get in touch with their respective air carriers to get the details on the implementation of the new regulations. Passengers are also urged to check the official government website of other countries not mentioned for their guidelines on inbound passengers. Passengers without the required negative RT-PCR test or certification or the result may not be allowed to check in for the flights. So please take note that if you are transiting on the following countries that I mentioned on this video, that you are now required to have a negative test result for COVID-19 for your flight. And like they said, you have to check the government website of the following countries that are mentioned, and especially those countries that are not mentioned and now imposing a negative test result when you are transiting on their country. Here are the following government accredited testing centers that you can use when you do your swab testing. So these are the St. Luke's Medical Center in BGC Taguig, St. Luke's Medical Center in Quezon City, Makati Medical Center, Manila Doctors Hospital, the Medical City, Lung Center of the Philippines, Baguio Medical Center, PRI Medical Center, and Medical City Clark. So these hospitals are the accredited testing centers by the government that you need to get your swab test done before you can fly, and if only you are transiting to those countries that I mentioned earlier. If you are from Cebu, the following testing centers that you can also use: ARC Hospital, UC Med, QualiMed Hospital, and Divine World Hospital. I will be leaving all this information in the description box of this video so that you will have reference if you are one of those travelers that needed to exit the Philippines. And to those who have direct flight going back to their country, please check your respective state or city on the protocol for arriving passengers. I hope you guys find this video very helpful as a reference when you are one of those that needs to fly out from the Philippines during the time of the pandemic. Please watch out for more travel updates on our vlog for the next few days. I thank you guys all so much for the continuous support of this channel, the Eaton Squad. I will see you guys on our next travel update. Be safe and God bless. Mwah!